everybody, welcome back to my channel. I don't know if you can hear me, but my name is Ellie if you've never been here before, and on this channel I upload whatever I want. And today my mom and I are at SeaTac right now. We landed probably like about an hour ago, honestly, but I'm not gonna be able to talk a lot right now because John Mayer wannabe is downstairs doing live music, which sounds great, but I don't want to get copyrighted. But we're at PF Chang's and we ordered, so I'm so excited for our food to get here because I'm so hungry at this point.
Do I look like I work here? What do you call that? Zoom in. Hello, New York.
That was an adventure. Saw dropped us off here. We took a lift and we are at our hotel now, which we are very impressed. It's 7:50 p.m. I'll give you a quick tour and then we're gonna get something to eat because we're both hungry. But this is the front door, obviously. And then to the right, we've got a closet. We've got a closet. And then to the left of the closet, we have the bathroom. It's actually very nice and spacious and the lighting is really good. So we've got this, the shower, the door, or the toilet, I mean. And there's even a door, which is nice because a lot of hotels don't have doors. And then this is the bedroom. There's another closet right here with the safe. And then these are the beds. I'm pretty sure that's the Alamo, right? These are the beds. There's a little like other vanity desk situation here. Another mirror there. The TV. And then I haven't looked at the view. Okay, Mom, come look at this. We can see into the lobby. That's crazy. That is actually insane. And then I'll show you the like little living space over here. We've got another TV, place to hang stuff. Oh yeah, you can see out this window as well into the lobby area. A couch, a little dining table place to eat. There's a fridge, a microwave. This is really nice, actually. It's a really nice hotel. Anyways, the plan now is to figure out what we're gonna do to eat and then get ready for bed. It was a long flight. I'll tell you guys about that later. Not right now, I need to recover still. Guys, it's very loud. We're out at dinner at Range Tuscan Italian. It's the restaurant in our hotel. Amazing, it's so good. But my mom was saying something about Southern hospitality. They just brought out complimentary cotton candy, you guys. This thing is this thing is huge. And me and my mom are both very full. They brought it out to like everybody. Hi guys, sorry for the weird angle, but I am ready for bed. I took a shower, I washed my hair. I'm feeling so good, so clean after a long travel day. If you can hear my mom's music in the background, hopefully you can't, but don't want to get copyrighted, but also want her to enjoy her shower. Right now it's 10:39 San Antonio time. It's actually 8:39 back home, which I would usually be getting ready for bed right now anyways. I'm gonna edit until I get too tired because I have a video that I would like to get up as soon as possible. If I can get up tomorrow, that'd be great. If it has to wait another day, that's fine as well. But I do want to edit and get some of that done. I do have my book, which I guess I didn't really talk to you guys about that, but I started reading this on the plane And speaking of the plane, before I get into what I'm reading, it was a 4-hour flight from Seattle to San Antonio. And we actually, before we got to Seattle, we had a connecting flight. So we flew to Seattle and then from Seattle to San Antonio. And that was an interesting flight. I feel like I don't have very many like negative flying experiences. I'm actually weird and I love airports and I love flying, and I don't know, something about it, but today was a very interesting experience. There was someone sitting next to me, a man. I think the fact that it was a man was just the cherry on top in a negative way, and he was like man-spreading. Okay, like to put it nicely, he was man-spreading. And so my neck and my like, ooh, that hurt really bad. Like even just like dropping the weight of my shoulder, there's like a pain going down, so like strained, because I literally was just like instead of sitting in my seat like laid back, I was like leaning into the aisle, and my mom was sitting in the aisle seat as well. And so that was interesting, but that wasn't even bad. He talked to me afterward and like he was really chill, really cool, and is actually coming home from Washington, from visiting in Washington, and he loved it. He said he's gonna move there. But there was a lady sitting behind my mom, and she had a small dog with her, and the dog was in a carrier under my mom's seat the entire flight and barked the entire flight. They ended up bringing earplugs out for everybody. The earplugs weren't enough for me, and I have like weird, I feel like ears, like not all headphones or earplugs fit in my ears, and so I tried them, but it didn't really work. And mind you, this is like 3 hours into our flight, by the way. Like at this point it's too much. I'm trying to read. For a 4-hour flight I read 42 pages. Obviously not the best, right? I'm surprised I got any reading done. I ended up putting in my AirPods and just blasting music. Like the people next to me could probably hear if they weren't also wearing headphones, which also the man sitting next to me was watching Carry On Netflix on the plane. That is such a diabolical choice, first of all. If you've seen that movie, you know. Crazy. Anyways, I was blasting music, and I typically cannot focus, but I think my brain was like, this is the last option and I really want to read, so I'm gonna read even though music with words is blasting in my ears. And that kind of helped. And a flight attendant came to our area and they were like offering free cocktails to everybody. And then they also said that they're gonna give everyone in that area 3,000 bonus miles. And they were kind of being like, what's the word? They were saying this in front of the lady with the dog, which like I would like to give her more grace, except when people would like, people were being very gracious and like asking her like, oh, like is this your dog's first time flying, you know? She's like, he's just spoiled. And she wasn't really doing much to help. As a matter of fact, she actually went to sleep. So, but people were very upset when they got off the plane. But anyways, our dinner was really good. And like I said, I am going to edit until I get tired or read. I did decide to start with Regretting You by Colleen Hoover, and I have done some damage to this book, and I barely started it today. I think it's because I've been shoving it in my small little lounge fly, and it's been kind of hard to read, but oh well. We'll see if I enjoy it and I'll keep it. If not, I will probably put it on Pango for a discounted price or Little Free Library. But I'm hoping to finish this pretty early on in the trip, and then I'm gonna start, I'm actually not sure what I'm gonna start next because I have 2 options, and I will probably show you guys tomorrow. If you watched my Doing Book Stuff video, I talked about them, but I purchased West Side Love Story, and it's a book set in San Antonio, and obviously I'm here, and it's like maybe like a 300-page romance, so it should be pretty quick to read, and I'm really excited to read that, and I would like to read it here because I'm here. But my mom brought The Assassin's Blade, her copy, and I also brought mine, and she started it on the plane and said that she's hooked immediately and she is loving it so far, and she's not that far in. So I feel like I should start that while I'm here with her, or maybe on the plane back. We'll see how quickly I can get this one done. Like I said, I am reading it pretty fast when I am reading, but I haven't had a lot of reading time today. I'm cringing at how much damage so far this first little chunk has. Like, that's crazy. That's the update. I'm gonna stop yapping because this is gonna be a long video. We're here, today's Tuesday, October 14th, and we leave Monday the 20th, so we're here for 6 days, and I'm excited for our first full day tomorrow and experiencing Texas, specifically San Antonio, obviously. So I'm also so excited for breakfast. If you know me, you know I love a continental breakfast, and Embassy Suites is one of the best hotels to do it. So I'm excited to see that and just enjoy time with my mom. So that'll be all for this day, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Hi guys, we are sitting in the Texas heat. It is hot outside today and we have walked a lot, but it's 12:41 and my mom and I got pedicure appointments to start at 2, but we actually are now going in at 1 and it's 12:40, so we're gonna go in about 10 minutes. It's behind us, but we stopped and got drinks. I got an iced toasted brown sugar matcha, which it's good, but I can tell the matcha is not like ceremonial grade. It's more like a mix, you know, that you can get like at a store, but it's still good. My mom got, what's this?
Americano ice.
Butter, was it the butter? Butterscotch cold foam? I already know it's gonna be strong. That tastes like alcoholic. I'm glad I went with the matcha. But we're gonna get pedicures. I'm so excited. But it's hot, you guys. I haven't been vlogging too much because we haven't done too much, but I will probably, I don't know, maybe I'll get a clip of me, I don't know, I don't want to show you my toes. Maybe whenever we get lunch, I don't know. Alright guys, our pedicures were actually very, very well done, and the nail tech that did my toes actually asked to take a picture of my feet. I let her, so shout out to her. I will pop the information up here. Who is cutting me off? Anyways, I will pop the information for the nail salon up here because I recommend if you need a pedicure in San Antonio. But we're waiting to get on a shuttle to go to the Pearl, and the next one doesn't come for about 7 minutes, so we're waiting for that. But we got gelato while we're waiting from Amarino, and we got coconut and pistachio, and they're both really, really good. So now we're just waiting. Hi guys. There's a lot more people fishing in the river than I thought there would be, but we had dinner at La Gloria and it was really good. I had fish tacos, I showed you. My mom had, what kind of enchiladas were they? Minerva?
Minerva.
Something like that. They were good, but we're definitely taking them because I'm full and my mom was full. And then we had about an hour until it was time to come back to where we're getting picked up on our shuttle boat. And we walked and stumbled upon the Pearl Street. It's not Pearl Street, it's just Pearl Market. The Pearl Market. I'll try to show you guys. I wish that tree wasn't there so I could show the lights, but we walked through there and were very pleasantly surprised to see all the little like vendors, and they were very unique. I was telling my mom that, comparing it to like a place like Pike's Market or even just like little farmers market where we're from, the same booth you'll see it like 30 times and it's just different people selling the same thing. And this looks like really unique, like personalized items. 7:05, we have about 15 minutes until the next shuttle comes. Oh, we also went to a bookstore and that was fun and cute. I didn't even look because I didn't look too hard because I knew that I have 3 physical books with me, like that's ridiculous. But my mom got this for my niece. Let me show you. It's so cute. It's a little tote bag from Out of Print and it has this on the other side and then this book. She can't read, but she will be able to read soon. There is La Gloria that we ate at, and that's the smokestack. It says Pearl Pride. My fish tacos were really good, so if you're in San Antonio and you're specifically near the Pearl Market, you need to go to La Gloria and get the fish tacos. They were really good. And they come with rice and beans, but the beans are charro beans, which you don't get at a lot of Mexican restaurants, and so they were really, really good. What are the odds that my camera has the highest battery power than my phone and my watch? That's like rare. Good morning, guys. It's the next day. We are about to go check out the Alamo, but we are in the Alamo Plaza right now. It's a lot of construction sounds because they're working on a lot of stuff. Like there's a big crane. There's 2 actually. Alright guys, we're staying at an Embassy Suites. I'm not sure if I mentioned that, but if you stay at an Embassy Suites, they have evening reception where they have snacks and stuff. And my mom and I are getting virgin margaritas, but they have salt and everything. They have onion dip and chips and cheese and like Chex Mix tonight. This is mine.
Pull breath out. Step your right foot forward, warrior one. Root down through your feet and inhale to rise.
Okay guys, I'm gonna try this.
Pistachio?
My mom's trying it before I even... I'm just kidding. Is it pistachio?
No, it's good though. It's like lime.
It's like a fruit. Something.
Stop.
Mom, don't eat it all before I can even
This
taste
is
it.
like, it's got like a pineapple, like that whipped cream.
Okay.
Oh my god.
How much was that? 40 bucks?
No, 10. I don't think I've updated in a while, but my mom and I ended up taking the boat shuttle to the Pearl District again tonight. And apparently yesterday when all the vendors were there, that was just like a every Wednesday in October thing. So we just stumbled upon it yesterday. So today it wasn't there. But I had already had dinner here like around 4, so I wasn't super hungry, so we just ordered a bunch of appetizers, but they were actually huge. We ended up going to Southerly's, which has a Michelin star, I believe. I think they have 1. I don't know if they have multiple, but it was very, very delicious and very good. We got, I think I showed you guys, but we got Brussels sprouts, which were flash fried and Thai chili. So good. We had whipped potatoes, which were also very good, and then we had snapper throat. That one was very interesting, but my mom wanted to try it. Anyways, I saw the dessert menu and saw they had a dreamsicle cheesecake, and if you know me, anything orange creamsicle is like my favorite flavor, like the Alani, the sparkling ice, like anything is my favorite flavor. And our waiter said that this is his favorite dessert on the menu. So here it is. It looks beautiful. I don't know if the color will translate very well. I'm gonna try it by itself. But it has a layer of like the orange on top, and then it has cream, like cheesecake on the bottom. Oh my gosh, it's so good. It's very light on the orange, but it's very good. Okay, then there's this green sauce that came with it. I'm gonna just try this by itself as well.
Like lime.
It's lime. I don't know how it will taste with this, but I guess I'll try it.
It's lemon lime.
I'm not really feeling the key lime. Then it came with this. I wish we could see what they were called. But this has like pineapple chunks in it and like a maraschino cherry. So I'm gonna try just this.
Tastes like fruit salad.
Mmm. It's like whipped. With pineapple. This is really good, and I'm gonna try this with my cheesecake as well. Mmm, that's good. I love orange creamsicle anything, and cheesecake. Like, come on, who doesn't like cheesecake? Good morning, guys. It is the next day. Today is the day that my mom and I are going to a concert tonight. So this is the outfit for the day. I'll show you guys maybe a full length mirror image, or I'll show it to you when I'm standing in front of the full length mirror. But I'm gonna be wearing this dress and these sandals to the concert, but I might walk around in these Croc sandals because they're a lot more comfortable, and then before the concert change into those black ones, because I don't think I'm gonna be walking or being able to walk around downtown San Antonio in these for long periods of time. I'm not sure. I might just wait and put these on before we go to the concert. But yesterday I didn't even show you guys a haul, but we went to H&M. We went to the River Center mall, and we went to like the official pro sportswear cowboy store at the River Center mall. And then we went to H&M. We got Starbucks. I think I actually showed you a little bit when I was at H&M. I don't think I showed you at the Cowboys store, but it was very cool. This morning, my mom and I are going to be going to La Panaderia to get pan dulce and coffee. I think I want a concha, so conchas are up my alley. But I don't know, there might be better options. We're gonna also head to the San Antonio Museum of Art and spend a couple hours there, and then we're gonna catch a ride back here, and we'll have about like 45-ish minutes to an hour to hop on the bus, and we're gonna take the bus to the Freeman Coliseum, which is where the Phil Wickham concert is gonna be tonight, and then we'll see what we do to get back home. We might take an Uber just because it's easier, to be honest, but I don't know, we'll see. So today is Friday the 17th. We flew in on Tuesday the 14th. Time is going by really fast. So this is our third full day here in San Antonio because we got in around like 7 or 8 p.m. to Texas. So Tuesday it was like a night, but we still have 2 more full days after today. So counting today, we have 3 more full days. So we're just about the halfway point of our trip. So we have today, tomorrow, which is Saturday, and Sunday the 19th, and then the 20th we fly back home. We actually have a flight. Let me actually double check the time. I know it's really early though. Our flight is it departs at 6:40 Texas time, which is 4:40 Washington time. And so yeah, if it departs at 6:40, we probably need to be at the airport by like what, 4? Yeah, we'll be catching an Uber very early and getting to the hotel, but we're gonna head out. My mom and I got home from the concert a little bit ago. It was amazing. I cried. It was really good. But it was an adventure to get back, to say the least. We had to catch the bus because we've been taking the bus today and yesterday. And there was the last bus of the night. The next one wasn't going to come until 4:30 in the morning. We were still in the Coliseum at 10:16, I think. And we had to get to the bus stop by 10:30. We booked it, okay? We got there. We met these very nice girls who are from the area. And they were like, you guys need to be careful getting on the bus this late, especially in this area. But it was the last bus, okay? So anyways, we got back. I'm having leftovers from the other night, my mom's enchiladas. I'm getting a little bit full though, and I kind of want a piece of my cheesecake, so. But anyways, I'm on the phone with Ryan. You can probably hear him. Say hi, Ryan.
Hi, Ryan.
What's that?
Spaghetti nuts.
We're about to go into the Tower of Americas. It's actually probably as quiet as it can be right now. There's a lot going on today. There's a lot of different conventions, Comic-Con, GSA. There's a No Kings protest, but we finally made it. It looks like they're doing construction here too. We're about to go inside, but it's very tall. There's also a basketball tournament. I don't know. Why is there a bunch of pumpkins?
Built in 1968 as the centerpiece for the World's Fair, Tower of the Americas stands 750 feet above the city below. If you were to take the stairs up, it would be a nearly 1,000-step journey to the top. Relax and enjoy the view.
It's our last night here. We just walked back from the river walk, but I don't know if I've shown you a lot, but at our hotel we get evening reception, and so I'm going to show you what we're going to get and bring back to the room. It's Sunday. My mom and I went to church this morning, and it was super sweet. It was like a very small little church, and worship was great. And then we took the bus back to downtown San Antonio near the Riverwalk, and we actually stopped at La Panaderia again. I showed you guys what I got, but I basically got a chicken torta, and I got another tres leches matcha because it was too good. I'm so glad I got it because I'm gonna miss it. It tasted so good. But we actually got a huge box of pan to take home. I'll actually show you. Huge box of pan to take home. This is a concha. It's a concha and croissant, and then a Dubai chocolate concha, a regular chocolate concha. This is a pumpkin one. We have some bear claws, and then this is, I think, tequila almond. Just lots of little goodies in here, a bear claw, and my mom's gonna take this as her personal item on the airplane. But we started packing. We scheduled a Lyft for tomorrow morning. It's gonna pick us up at 4 a.m. and we're gonna make it to the airport by 4:15. Our flight boards at 6 and then leaves at 6:40, so we want to give enough time to like get through security and stuff. We started packing. I have my suitcases down here. My mom and I are sharing this checked bag and then my carry-on. is for me. My mom has her carry-on. And then we both have backpacks. I am trying to fit as much heavy things as possible into the carry-on. And then we're trying to save a lot of space in the checked bag because we have so much to bring home, like extra clothes, souvenirs, whatever. One of the things I got at the Cowboys store, my Cowboys crew neck, I'm gonna wear on the way home. Wear my Cowboys jersey today. The Cowboys are playing right now. Go Cowboys. They're playing the Commanders, and I have it on the TV, but my mom and I are actually gonna leave right now. We're gonna walk to the River Center, which is really close to where we're staying, obviously, because we're staying on the river. And we're gonna go watch like the old John Wayne, the Alamo movie. I don't even know what it's called, to be honest. But we're gonna watch that. It's only like 45 minutes, I think, of a movie. And then we have to make sure that we go to bed early because, like I said, we're being picked up at 4. Oh, also, I decided I'm gonna put Regretting You away. I've actually put it in my suitcase already. And I'm gonna take the Assassin's Blade with me. And I'm gonna start that on the plane so I can read it around the same time as my mom. And we will see. I'm kind of nervous to do that because I kind of wanted to vlog it, but if I end up reading a ton to where I can't vlog anything, then I'm just going to vlog when I get to the next one, done with class. Hi guys, it has been over a week since I got home, and I have been meaning to film like an outro to this video and kind of explain why I dropped off the face of the planet since we got home, but I worked the next day basically. I have a lot of updates for you guys. Hopefully in a new video, an upcoming video, I can go over just like the updates in my life and why my schedule looks a little bit different. But I had to go to work the next day, and then after that I just kind of didn't want to edit, to be honest. But it's time for me to edit this video, and I wanted to pop in to explain a little bit. Basically, the last night of our trip, my mom and I had a Lyft scheduled, and I'm not gonna lie, you guys, after this experience, I'm team Uber. This is not sponsored. If they want to sponsor me, that would be great because I actually really like Uber. But we did not have a good Lyft experience on our last night of the trip. My mom did get a deal for the trip where we could get like, it was like 50% off your first 3 rides or something like that. And that came in handy. We used it to get a ride from the airport to our hotel. But because our flight was technically going to leave at 6:40, we wanted to be at the airport by 4:40, so we had to leave around like 4, and we did not want to wake up at 3 a.m. and like schedule that, you know, or like call for an Uber, because we don't know what the like Uber scene is like really anywhere, or a Lyft, sorry, a car, a ride. We don't know what the scene is like just in general in San Antonio. But also, we don't really like call Ubers or Lyfts or whatever. Like that's just not that's just not something we do or need to do, really. We don't live in a city that like, we don't live in a big city. I don't even know if you can catch an Uber here. We were like, okay, let's schedule it. So my mom still had this deal, and so she scheduled an Uber for the morning. She got confirmation, she got a confirmation email, everything was all good. Then my mom sees that you can link your like Hilton Honors account, and you can earn points for Hilton based on the Lyft rides that you take. We stay like exclusively in Hilton hotels, and so my mom racks up points. And so that's just another way for her to get points, right? So she links her account. All it's supposed to do is link an account. Like it's not supposed to like change really anything. It just kind of like links it, you know, just like you would link any account to get points. And so my mom like goes and takes a shower or something. I'm watching the Cowboys game and packing, and like my mom comes out and she's just like double checking, right? And she goes, I thought we booked a Lyft ride. And I was like, we definitely did. Well, she opens her Lyft account and everything is gone. Like it's logged in, it has her name, like all the information, right? Except on ride history, it says you haven't taken any rides yet. Scheduled rides, there was nothing. no scheduled rides, no payment methods were linked, like everything was gone. So we were really frustrated, and I was like, well, you got the confirmation email, like why don't you just go and check your email? And so she checks her email, the email is there, she clicks on it, and on the email there is like a link that you could click that's like view in app. And so she clicks on that and it opens the app and it's just blank. And we're like, okay, so do we have a scheduled ride or do we not, right? So we get on the chat and it is AI. It's just not understanding our question. Like, we're asking it like, do I have a scheduled ride for tomorrow at this time? Or I think I asked it like, I linked my Hilton Honors account and now everything is gone. Like my payment methods are gone, my ride history is gone, all of this. And AI is just like, that's not supposed to happen. Like, we know it's not supposed to happen, but like it did. So like, what do we do? Or like, it was just like not answering the question. It was not being very direct. And so it was like, if you would like, you can speak to a live agent, but we don't recommend it because they're gonna tell you the same thing. Along those lines was the message from AI. And I was like, hook me up with a live agent. So it's like, okay, it's gonna take about like 15 minutes, whatever. And I'm like, just put me on with the live agent. So a live agent comes on. I kid you not, it's not a live agent. I kid you not, this was AI again. And at this point, like, not that like it could have been a live agent and they just didn't introduce themselves, but like what happened later led me to believe that it was just AI. But it was just like, hi, this is a live agent. What can I help you with or whatever? And I asked it the same exact question. I actually scrolled up, copy and pasted, sent it again. And the live agent was like, that's not supposed to happen. Have you tried like logging out and logging back in? And so we're like, we wouldn't be asking you without having tried everything, right? It was just giving AI energy, to be honest. And so I was like, is this AI? Stopped responding to me. I'm just telling my mom, you should get out of the chat and get back on. We're searching. Lyft has like no phone number that you can call. Like, they want you to chat with AI, right? In another situation where we're not on a time crunch, where we don't have to be asleep 3 hours ago to wake up at 3 a.m. for our flight, maybe like we would have been okay like chatting forever for hours with AI. But like, we didn't have hours. Like, so my mom ends up scheduling another one. I think she puts all of her payment information and everything, and she schedules another one, and she's still on chat. And as a matter of fact, like hours went by. I went and took a shower. I was done packing. I think like an hour or two had gone by, and it's like almost 11 p.m. at this point. We have to be up at 3. And my mom just ends up scheduling another one. She's like, you know, this is ridiculous. Maybe like I'll just dispute it later if they end up charging me, like whatever. And so she books one, and she's on chat with AI, and she's like, confirms like I have a ride, right? And the AI says, yes, you have a scheduled ride, singular. You have a scheduled ride at this time tomorrow. If you want to view it in the app, you can click this. My mom clicks it, it's scheduled, right? There's one ride scheduled on her account. Finally, we can go to bed. And so we go into the bedroom, and we get notifications immediately that our flight was delayed by an hour. So it's an hour later now. So we don't need to be at the airport at 4. We could be at the airport at 5 instead. And I'm like super anxious about it. I'm like, let's just like get there super early. Like, I just don't want to miss the flight. Like, we just went through all of that with like scheduling the Lyft. And then my mom is like talking to Alaska at this point, and my mom was like, a flight can't be like undelayed, right? And the lady said, no, actually flights can be undelayed. So you just kind of need to be on top of it. We're not going to be on top of it. We're going to sleep. So my mom was like telling me, my mom was like, in all of the years that I have flown, they have never undelayed a flight. If a flight is delayed, a flight is delayed. I'm like, well, what do we do about the Lyft? And she's like, I'm just gonna cancel it, you book an Uber. Like, I'm so done with Lyft. So she goes on, she cancels it, and then she even asks the AI again, because we're just like super anxious at this point. She asks AI, she's like, do I have a ride scheduled for tomorrow? And they said, no, you have no ride. If you would like to schedule one, click this, blah, blah, blah. So like, okay, no Lyft ride. I book an Uber, it's scheduled, it's immediately picked up by a driver. Everything is very clear. I'm getting notifications like your Uber has left. And like, it's just like, I don't know. It just felt a little bit more like user-friendly, but also just more reliable, I guess. I felt like I could put more trust into it. And we had taken an Uber that day. We got it scheduled, whatever. and we go to bed. We set our alarm for 4, or like 4:30 or something like that. We brush our teeth, change into our clothes, like finish up last minute packing, which was basically like toiletry bags. And we left. We go downstairs, and the Uber is there. We were even a little bit early. They were a little bit early. It was like right on time. We were able to put our luggage and stuff in her car. But when we went down, like this is like minutes before the Uber pulls up, we're like checking out of our room, and the hotel receptionist was like, did you guys book a lift? Like someone was here looking for you. The original lift showed up. Me and my mom both felt terrible because we were like, that poor person came at like 3-4 a.m. and like, I don't know if they get paid by Lyft if no one shows up. Like, how does that work? But there was no way for us to know if they were coming. As a matter of fact, Lyft told us no one was coming. After thinking about it, I don't know why, but I think when my mom hooked up her Hilton Honors account, it made her a whole separate account, and her OG account still existed. How you can have 2 accounts with 1 email address, like, it doesn't make sense to me, but I think that's what happened. I was looking it up, like, even while we were there still in Texas at the hotel. I was like, when you link your Hilton account to your Lyft account, does it create a whole separate account? And everything I was getting was that it just links your 2 accounts. It doesn't make a new account through Hilton. So I don't know what happened, but that happened. We make it to the airport, all is fine and dandy, and then we realize that we have about an hour between our connecting flights. So our flight from San Antonio to Seattle, and then our flight from Seattle home. We would have been able to make it had our delayed flight also landed on time. So it was with the original time leaving at 6:40, it was supposed to land around like 9:10. And then with the delayed time leaving at 7:50 or whatever, it was supposed to land at 10:10 or something like that. Well, it was 10:20, 10:30, and we were still in the air. Our next flight started boarding at 10:30, 10:40. And then it was 10:40 and we still had not, what's the opposite of boarding? Deboarded? We still had not gotten off the plane. We were still sitting at the tarmac, and we were sitting near the back of the plane, and you know how that goes. Which, like, I am not the person to get up if it's not my row. Like, I am not that person. I will sit in my seat until it is my time, or like it's approaching my time, I gotta get my bag out of the overhead cabin, you know, like whatever. But my mom and I had to make this flight. And the 2 guys in front of us had a connecting flight to like Victoria or whatever. And it was like the next gate to us. And we had to get from the S gates to the C gates at SeaTac Airport. If you know, you know, they're nowhere near each other. You have to actually get on 3 trains, 3 transits in the airport to get from S to C. And so it would be different if we could just walk to our next gate and it was like really close, like B to A. Like, they're in the same little wing. You don't have to get on any trains, you know. We would have made it at that point, even if our flight was boarding at 10:40 and we were still on the plane at 10:40. But the fact that we had to, our flight started boarding and it's across the airport is understatement of the century. Like, it's not, I feel like you can't even use that phrase. So my mom asked the flight attendant, she's like, I'm sorry, honey, you're probably not gonna make that, but don't worry, like Alaska will just automatically like get in touch with you about connecting or booking the next connecting flight. And we're looking at it, the next connecting flight home wasn't leaving for like 3.5 hours. It's really not that big of a deal, but I want to go home so bad. I was so homesick at that point. I was so frustrated already with the events of the evening. I was so homesick and like I had had enough. Okay, I also wanted to get home because I knew I was starting work the next day. I did not want to be at the airport any longer. So we're booking it. And at this point, we're both like, we're not gonna run because like that would be stupid if we miss it and we ran. So we're gonna walk really fast and we're gonna really try to get there. I kid you not. It's 10:57 and we get a notification that our connecting flight was delayed by like 30 minutes. Meaning we will make it. We will make it. We get to our gate probably around 11:10 11:15. They hadn't even started boarding yet. So it actually was delayed more than our app even said. So we got to go to the bathroom, we got on the flight, and so we ended up getting home about, I would actually say about an hour and a half later, because our second flight, like our connecting flight, was also delayed, but it also took less time than it was supposed to. So that was good. We made it home. We had a great trip. It was just a hassle to get back home. But yeah, I hope that you guys enjoyed this vlog. It was so much fun with my mom. The concert was so much fun. And it was really cool to explore Texas. I actually had a really good time in San Antonio. Like, I can see myself going back one day. I also like to envision myself living in other places. And a lot of the times I say, you know what, I don't think I can do it. Like, I don't think I could live here. I love Washington. I really don't see myself ever, like, realistically leaving. I want to raise my family here. Weirdly, in San Antonio, I was like, they do have a teacher shortage. And I feel like I could live here. If you're watching this because you're from San Antonio, hi. If you've ever been, let me know. I had a great time, and I would love to go back. I would love for Ryan to go back with me too. So yeah, that's all for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you liked it, please give it a big thumbs up. If you like me, then subscribe. I'd greatly appreciate that. If you haven't left a comment already, then please do that as well. I love interacting with your comments, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.